For 34 years, the murder of private investigator Daniel Morgan has remained unsolved, mired in allegations of police corruption and incompetence. Today, an independent panel laid bare the serious failings of the Metropolitan Police. It said put reputation before the truth.
We believe that concealing or denying failings for the sake of an organisation's public image is dishonesty on the part of the organisation for reputational benefit. This constitutes a form of institutional corruption.
The Home Secretary told the Commons she was dismayed by the findings.
The report itself is deeply alarming and finds examples of corrupt behaviour. Corrupt behaviour were not limited to the first investigation, that the Metropolitan Police made a litany of mistakes, and that this irreparably damaged the chances of successful prosecution. This is one of the most devastating episodes in the history of the Metropolitan Police.
Daniel Morgan was found dead in this pub car park, an axe embedded in his head. He was a private investigator, but his firm was linked to corrupt police officers. Despite 4 major police investigations, arrests and an inquest, no one has been brought to justice. From the moment of the murder, the panel found there were serious failures of investigation. The scene was never searched, and opportunities to gather evidence were irretrievably lost. In 1988, an inquest recorded a verdict of unlawful killing, but no charges were ever brought against any individuals. In 2005, the panel found the Met failed to identify deficiencies in its own police work. In 2013, when this panel was set up, it delayed handing over documents. While the force's current Commissioner, Cressida Dick, is accused of obstructing the panel's work. Should she resign?
No. The Commissioner has been absolutely clear. We must do all we can to support the panel. We must give them as much access as we reasonably can to all of the information they require.
Yet Dame Cressida Dick's initial refusal to grant the panel access to the police internal data system and the most sensitive information.
Well, there's always a balance to be struck, and this is the burden that senior leaders have. We have a duty, of course, to protect the identity of witnesses, of informants, of police undercover officers.
Daniel Morgan's brother, Alistair, feels vindicated by today's findings.
We've been lied to, we've been misled by senior officers, and as if they do it with impunity. I mean, they've put us through hell for 30 years.
The inquiry also found links between personnel at the highest levels of the Metropolitan Police and the former News of the World newspaper owned by Rupert Murdoch. The paper was closely linked to a private detective agency run by a suspect in the murder. The Met said it was a matter of great regret no one has been brought to justice for Daniel Morgan's murder, a force that now stands accused of putting its reputation above properly confronting corruption. Sejal Karia, News at 10.